This is the KyssFM SKN News Now Morning Edition, your one true source for news. And now your presenter.
Today is Wednesday, 3rd January 2018. I'm Ebony Brandon. These are today's top stories. Nationally, Honorable Joseph Parry will step down as leader of the Nevis Reformation Party. Internationally, South Korea will enter talks with its North Korean neighbor next week. And in sport, Australia have dropped all-rounder Glenn Maxwell for the one-day series against England. We also have a look at today's weather forecast and Carib update. Now for a look at the news developments in detail. Any questions about the future of the Nevis Reformation Party have now been answered as leader Honorable Joseph Parry has confirmed he will step down. The announcement was made in his New Year's address and follows his party's thrashing by the Concerned Citizens Movement in the December 18, 2017 Nevis Island Assembly elections. According to Mr. Parry, the longest-serving member of the NIA, having won his seat last month, his move at this time is intended to ensure that the NRP remains a strong and organized institution.
My intention over the next few weeks is to step down as leader of the Nevis Reformation Party. It is important that I give that party the opportunity to organize the transition period so that we can have a smooth movement from the present situation to one that will strengthen the party for the future.
He indicated that he will make a more detailed statement as to his intentions shortly and added that he's confident that there are persons both in the party and across the island of Nevis who will see to it that the NRP remains a thriving organization.
And I'm satisfied by the attempts that have been made to reach me and to speak to me, that we have a cadre of young persons who are interested in taking the flag, in taking the baton forward. I have served for 30 years. I have served for 38 years in the public service without counting my teaching experience. It is time now for me to refresh myself and move in another direction and pass the baton on. But I can assure you, the people of Nevis, and all those young people, I'll be there to advise and to assist in any way that I can.
Mr. Parry added, while the time has come for him to leave, he's pleased with the legacy he leaves behind.
I myself have always embraced humility, and I have understood that I'm a servant of the people, and when the time comes to move aside, I must move aside with a smile. I am pleased with my 30 years in the public interest and my 30 years in public service. I can walk away when the time comes with a smile on my face and with the full knowledge that my character and my integrity is fully maintained.
This announcement is sure to have sparked off the interest of persons within the party who may have their eyes set on taking over as the soon-to-be vacant spot of party leader. Among the likeliest to make a bid for the NRP's top spot are the NRP's deputy leaders, federal parliamentarian Honorable Patrice Nisbet and St. Paul District 1 candidate in the previous election, Roberto Hector. The NRP's party organizer and former Deputy Premier Hensley Daniel may also choose to enter the fray. In other news this morning, former Miss World turned Jamaican politician Honorable Lisa Hanna will be guest speaker at the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas's 18th New Year's Gala. At the age of 18 in 1993, Hanna was crowned Miss World. She is also a former Miss World Caribbean. After leaving pageantry, Hannah joined the People's National Party in Jamaica and successfully ran for office, becoming Jamaica's Minister of Youth and Culture from 2012 through to 2016. Now in opposition, Hannah has retained her seat and continues to serve as parliamentary representative for St. Anne South East. She holds an undergraduate degree in media and communication and a graduate degree in communication, both from the University of the West Indies. The annual formal gala hosted by the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party leader will take place at 6:30 this Friday at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort. In international developments this morning, South Korea has accepted North Korea's rare offer of talks, proposing the two sides meet next Tuesday. The Unification Ministry said they would mainly focus on North Korea's participation in the upcoming Winter Olympics in the South. The proposal follows Kim Jong-un's New Year's address, which struck a more friendly tone towards Seoul. Bernard Smith has the details.
In the freezing environment of the Winter Olympics, there might be chance for a thaw in relations between South and North Korea. Hopes are being raised following the New Year address by Kim Jong-un. North Korea's leader suggested sending a team to the Winter Games starting in South Korea next month. Government leaders in Seoul were quick to seize the opportunity.
The government proposes to hold high-level talks with North Korea on January 9th at the Peace House in Panmunjom Truce Village to discuss North Korea's participation in the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics.
South Korea's president favours talks with the North as a way of managing Pyongyang's nuclear and missile threats.
The improvement of relations between North and South Korea cannot go separately with resolving North Korea's nuclear program. So the Foreign Ministry should coordinate closely with allies and the international community regarding this.
The Chinese say they've noted what they call positive signals from both sides of the border.
China welcomes and supports North and South Korea taking earnest efforts to treat this as an opportunity to improve mutual relations, promote the alleviation of the situation on the Korea Peninsula, and realise denuclearization on the peninsula.
While offering to send a team of athletes to the Olympics, Kim Jong-un also said the nuclear button is always on the desk of my office. A North Korean nuclear bomb test last year, as well as the firing of more than 20 missiles, continue to defy the world. US President Donald Trump wants to toughen sanctions further as Pyongyang continues to develop nuclear missiles it says will be capable of hitting the continental United States. If negotiators do meet next week ahead of the Winter Olympics, they'll be their first formal talks in 2 years.
And now for a look at this morning's sport development. Australia have dropped all-rounder Glenn Maxwell for the one-day international series against England. The 29-year-old, a World Cup winner in 2015, averages 20.68 in his past 21 ODIs and has taken only 3 wickets. Captain Steve Smith said the team wanted consistent performance from Maxwell, which is less likely if he's overused with not enough time to fully rest and recover between critical matches. Explosive batsman Chris Lynn is included, while wicketkeeper Tim Payne is in the line to play his first ODI for 7 years after forcing his way back onto the Test side. Uncapped pair Jay Richardson and Andrew Tye provide a pace bowling backup for Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood. The first of the 5 one-day internationals is in Melbourne and starts on 14th January. Now we take a look at this morning's weather forecast. Over St. Kitts and Nevis today, seas will be moderate to locally rough with swells of 1.5 to 2.1 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators and sea bathers should continue to exercise caution. Winds are east-southeasterly at 9 to 16 miles per hour, becoming lighter and variable at times. The sea level pressure is 1,015.0 millibars or 29.97 inches. The sun will rise tomorrow at 6:41 a.m. and set today at 5:50 p.m. Across St. Kitts and Nevis today, we can expect moisture and instability associated with a weak surface trough which will move into the area, and this coupled with light winds and a daytime heating will significantly increase the chances for shower activity over and around the islands today and tonight. Skies will be partly sunny at first, becoming increasingly cloudy thereafter, with periods of scattered showers, some of which could be moderate to locally heavy at times. And this brings us to the end of this morning's news presentation. We take a look again at this morning's headlines. Nationally, Honorable Joseph Perry is to step down as leader of the Nevis Reformation Party. Internationally, South Korea will enter talks with its North Korean neighbor next week. And in sport, Australia have dropped all-rounder Glenn Maxwell for the one-day series against England. I've been your presenter, Ebony Brandon. On behalf of the team here at KyssFM, I'd like to wish you a very pleasant day and Happy New Year. Stay tuned. Carib Update is next.